Hey, what's up, y'all? Looks like we're live. Let's double check all that and make sure that things are as they should be. It surely does look that way. Um, that's as good. That's as good. I got things in the chat. So, hey, what's up, y'all? Sorry I missed y'all last week, but upload at my hotel was not good enough for streaming. So, we didn't. But I have a confession. So, last stream, 2 weeks ago, we were working on AE2 and I really wanted storage. So I may or may not have played for a good time after the stream. And well, I have a new wireless crafting terminal that connects to the full AE2 storage system. Yeah. Sorry. I got carried away, and the next thing you know, I had a full working wireless storage. Yeah, that happened. All right, how do I get out this chair? Okay, there we go. All right, so what I want to work on tonight, since that's kind of already done, I'll bring you guys down here and give you sort of the tour of what we did. I hope y'all can hear me. Everything good? Y'all got audio? If there's anyone in the chat, can you hear me? What's up, Mass Boost? How you doing? All right, so Tito did all this the last time. The grass has definitely had plenty of time to grow in. Tito's sick this week, so it's just going to be me. So I'm probably just going to nerd out on some mods and bring you guys along with me. So the next step, really, after you get into your wireless crafting with AE2, to make your life easier, because this is going to make playing with any other mod easier, doing anything else you want to do, because we can get into auto crafting. And auto crafting is awesome. Auto crafting, you can basically teach it that if you have a log in your inventory and you need something that requires sticks, it'll break the log down, make your planks, make your stick, do all of it for you, and then it can actually spit you back out the item that you want. It's really cool. So if we get over here in the quest book and come look at the AE2 quest line, we kind of made our way all the way through to the deep item storage discs. And these are the better ones because they just hold a certain number of items, whereas the other ones only hold a certain number of a certain number of types of items, and it like really limits. You got to have a bunch more discs. So these just make your life easy. So we got all of this set up, and I emptied all of these netherite barrels. These are just here for show. I haven't taken them out yet. Into just barely a sixth of one of these storage devices. And that's everything there. And then all the stuff that's already in our drawers, we were able to tie that in with this little piece right here. It's called a storage bus. Best part about this mod pack, like I've been saying the whole time, it walks you through all of that. Like, tells you how to make it. As you can see, there's our reward for making the storage bus. And that was when I came and looked at this quest line and was like, whoa, I did a bunch of things off camera. I should probably stop. So, but as you can see, we got all the way through the main quest. We're not going to get into chemical storage yet because we're not getting into mechanism or anything else where I need to be able to store liquids in my storage system yet. But we will get there. But there's other solutions that I kind of like better than chemical storage because I can just pipe them wherever you need to go. And you can do that with ender tanks. So we'll talk about those later on. Actually, I think I've used some to move fluid already. But today, here we go. Auto crafting, right? So you're like, Wooly, this sounds crazy. You're going to make a computer automatically craft things for you in Minecraft. And I'm like, yes, you're not crazy. That's exactly what I'm about to do. So here you go. Storage is nice and all, but what's a good storage system if it's clogged up with raw materials that you have to grab out and process, which sucks. But hey, when it's wireless, it makes it a whole lot better. So it literally tells us that AE2's auto crafting system begins with the pattern provider. So we're going to need to make a pattern provider, and then we're going to need to make a pattern access terminal. These are, the things that we're going to need to get started with having our storage system make stuff for us. So let's pull them up and go bookmark some patterns like we do all the time. All right, so those patterns are now bookmarked. Now, let's take our new storage system for a whirl and see if we even have to go farm anything. So for the pattern provider, We need formation cores, which we have some from making all of the stuff I did off camera. We have a few extras of some of these made in here. And then the crafting tables. Wow, we have 2 crafting tables. Cool. So, nope, we don't have 2 crafting tables. All right, so we need another crafting table. So let's make one out of these planks right here. You know what? We're just going to make a few extra and throw them in there, because why not? All right, one more go. Now do we have everything? Yes. All right, so there's our pattern provider. And then what is this? Access terminal. What do we need? So we need a panel. Do we have any panels? Let's see. We do. We have 4 illuminated panels. And we have those, and we have the pattern provider. So we have these that we made last stream. I walked you through making all that stuff with the inscribers here. We kind of automated it and put some things in here, and we were making all of these chips in these systems here. Now, we're going to be able to tidy all this up when we get into this auto crafting section. There's a extra add-on for Applied Energistics in here called A2 Things, I believe, or maybe this is lazier AE2 that this is in. Let's see. Yeah, it's a lazier AE2. So it's going to walk us through making some of this here shortly for our auto crafting. So like this big glob of stuff to make the circuits, it's all going to go away and they turn into like a 1-block machine. It's really nice. There's also some 1-block machines for making blended metals, like your aldomadium, your inderium, and all of the things that require you to do like the crazy compounds like bronze and whatnot. There's a machine in that laser A2 that like auto crafts those things from the raw ingredients, which is really nice. So we're going to get into that as well. All right, so now all we need to do is, oh, we did it. We made our pattern access terminal, right? Or is the stuff in here still? No, it's in here still. There we go. So we have the panel. Now we need an engineering processor. You need to play more again? Yeah. So do we have AE2 in Ragnamod, or is it refined storage? I think we might have refined storage, and I've never played through refined storage as auto crafting, but I know that it's different than AE2. What was I trying to make? This. Cool. Pattern provider. All right, so now let's go back to our quest book. We made our pattern provider and our pattern access terminal. Now we're gonna need more pattern providers, I do believe, but I think it tells us about doing that. So next we can get into crafting storage, the advanced inscriber. This is the one we want to get into first. This is the one I was telling you is going to automate all of our chip production. It's going to allow us to just make it in one machine, and we will eventually be able to automate it through our auto crafting. It's going to make all of this stuff easier. So let's get that one done. Oh, we just need one of the inscribers, and we have everything else. Cool. Heck yeah. All right. Moving right along. So this thing here, the advanced inscriber, needs power. I think it can take power from any mod pack. Do we have power? Looks like it does. Oh, or does it not need power? Maybe this one doesn't need power. Let's find out. You haven't touched Minecraft for about 6 weeks. I don't know, man. I might lose my mind if I didn't play Minecraft for 6 weeks. But that's just me. So, all right. We made our auto inscriber. Those are going to be fun to play with. Make our labs easier. Crystal growth, we're not going to do. Resonating crystal. All right. I need to make a resonating seed. And I need resonating dust, which comes from the crystal. Where do I get the seed? Seed is sand and the dust. And then I get the dust from skystone dust, diamond, and ender dust. And ender dust is from the pearls in there. Okay. So I think I know what I'm doing. We need to pull these back out because we're done using these for that for right now. Pull. All right, we need ender pearls. You can actually bind your wireless terminal to a key, so you don't even have to have it in your bar to right click it. Kind of makes your life a little easier. All right, so we needed the resonating seed, and then we need to make the dust. So skystone dust and a diamond. So you'll see all the materials that we have on our wall over here that we've set up in earlier episodes. It's all now accessible through my storage system because of that little thing right there that connects into our computer. So pretty cool. And then it was diamond. That was the last one. All right, let's grab a diamond, toss it in here, and then actually, I don't know why I did all that. I'm not thinking properly. Oh, I need it because I did all that because I have to throw it in the water. Duh. This is the like gotta do it physically thing. Same. All right, so now let's go find some water. Oh, nighttime. We'll sleep first. And then upstairs. All right, diamonds, dust. Oh, and the skystone dust. Oh, thank God for wireless. Sorry, y'all are watching me fumble with this tonight. It's been 2 weeks since I've been on this server. All right, let's just all of it. All of it. Let me back up so I don't pick those up on accident. And then there's the rest. Oh, I got to get the stuff that didn't get in. Get it in there this time, please. Thank you. There we go. All right, so those should interact and convert into our seeds. Unless I got it wrong. No? I swear I thought the seed conversion was faster, but at least we're seeing the little lightning animation. So we just got to wait it out. Actually, you know what? Let's go look at our quest book here because I think Matter Infuser. Let's go see what uses for this are. For those of you that don't know, if you're in your menu and you want to know what something can be used for, mouse over it, hit the letter U with the JEI. So if we're looking at it in here, you know, like if we were looking at whatever it was, the let me go back to quest book and get back in here again. If we're looking at this Matter Infuser in here, if you mouse over it, hit the letter U, it's going to bring up the uses. So that can be used in automated crafting to make a facade. And then here are the things that it can be used to make. So the reason I want to look in here is I think some of our crystals can be made in one of these, but it might not be this machine. Yeah, it's not this one. Which one is it? Is it the crystal growth chamber? It's a more compact alternative crystal growth accelerator. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'll do that to make them grow faster. But there's a way to automate these. Diamond, ender, and sky stone dust. That's what we have, right? Diamond, ender dust, sky stone dust. Why are you not converting? You need deeper block of water or something? Is that the problem? Right, let's turn hover off because that's kind of annoying. Struggling with my seeds. Why are my seeds not working? Bucket. Like watching paint dry. Quite literally, I'm over that. I think it's supposed to be quicker than that. The seeds take forever, which is why you build the growth accelerators. But they take forever to mature, but not to convert. It's usually pretty quick. So I think it's probably just our water source. So bucket. Would you look at there? Got 2 water buckets in my storage. Now let's just have anything to make a little water trough. I sure do. Sand. Boop, 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 boop. Oh god, that's too big. There we go. It's only too big. Who cares? All right, now let's make ourselves a little infinite water source up here and give this another try. All right. Yeah, see, they're like popping out instantaneously, aren't they? No. Yes, maybe. Resonating dust. Okay. Now we take our resonating dust and our sand. And bam. There we go. Just needed a bigger water source. All right, so this is the ones that take forever to mature when we throw them in the water, but we're going to go ahead and throw them in. And then there is an acceleration thing we can make, but we're going to let them soak while we're doing it. You can't see them until they get to surface the water, but you can mouse over them and they have like a growth percentage they'll show you, but they won't despawn in the water. So long as they're in the water, they don't despawn or anything. You just leave them there. All right, let's see. I keep going downstairs like I need to be down there with my storage, but I keep forgetting that we have this convenient little gadget right here in our hands. Let's go look at this growth accelerator. Make one of these, hopefully. Let's pin it and then come in here, take a look. What do we need? We need a flux block. Okay, but we have what we need to make that in our inventory. And there we go. All right. Now, we don't want to make a bunch of these, I've discovered, because you only need to make as many as you need for this, because this thing is where it's at. So we need 5 more of those, and then a chest and a hopper. All right, let's make sure we have all that in there. So, do we have chests? We do. Make sure they're not trap chests. Okay, hopper. We only have 1 hopper, which is all we need for that. And we need how many more of these did I say? 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. Now, do we have enough for 5 of these? 1. No, we need more Fluix cable. This stuff. Okay. Whole stack of it. Cool. Almost a whole stack of it. It's fine with me. So now we need quartz glass. Okay. Let's make some more quartz glass. Cool. And 2, 3, 4. How many of them do we have? Let's see. Crystal. All right, 5. We need 1 more. 6. There we go. So now we can get back to our other recipe by just hitting uses of this. And that'll get us our crystal growth chamber. And there we go. So what this is going to do is you'll see how little these have progressed in a minute. Let's just go ahead and go pick them up. So we'll be able to see the percentages on them. 12%. And these got to hit 100% before you can use them. You got to grow them. But check this out. So if we take this block, and we can attach it anywhere to our AE2 stuff. It just needs a channel, and it needs to be connected there. We can take these and put them in here, and they are going to grow extremely fast. No worries, Tito. Hope you get feeling better. But as you can see, it took them the whole time it took us to make this thing to get like 12%, and these will be done in no time. So we're just going to wait those out, and then we can proceed on. Actually, we could probably go ahead and make some patterns too. So let's make our pattern encoding terminal and some patterns. Okay, bookmark those. Yep, almost there. All right, pattern provider. Okay, we need an engineering processor. So we need printed engineering circuit. So we need the, how do we get the universal press? Oh, we got to do a singularity. Okay, that is a thing for another day. We need the engineering press. Is that the one we have? Calculation, logic. So engineering is still going to be in this back inscriber. Nope, silicon. Where's my engineering press? Is it in here? Yep, it's in there. Cool. All right, so wait, how do I now have everything? Oh, do I have those in my inventory? Whatever. There we go. All right, we got everything we need for that. Patterns. All righty. Looks like we have everything for patterns too. So this terminal thing we're going to have to tie in. We're going to have to do some rearranging. We're kind of just cramming everything around the almighty cube. But we're going to need a better setup for that eventually. But I'll just make it messy for now, and then I'll clean it up off camera because, messy is more fun. All right, so now we need some more Fluix cables. So let's go ahead and grab some of those. We have in our storage. Oh, we could, kind of go over channels too, actually. We could just do this since it's going to be ugly anyways. We're going to throw it on this dense cable. That'll give us all access to all 32 channels off that face of the thing. Yeah, so then we can just stick like one of these here and have plenty. We're going to go over some other cool stuff with channels later too. All right, so we need to put our pattern access terminal and our... Actually, can we just go up with these? You know what? Let's break this stuff, and let's just... Can I get away with this? I can probably get away with this. Oh, God. Nope. There we go. All right. I think I can get away with this. There we go. And then our pattern access terminal. So this terminal here in the middle, this is a pattern encoding terminal. This is where you tell your storage system how to make things for you. So as you can see, we've got a little pattern encoding thing down here, and I threw those blank patterns we made into here. So now if you want to auto-craft something, you have to tell your system how to use it. We still have to hook up a pattern provider somewhere, but just to kind of go over this part while we're in here. You can tell it substitutions disabled or enabled. I find having substitutions enabled is great because if it's one where you need just 2 random planks and it doesn't matter if they match, it will match them. It'll just grab 2 random planks. But if you have that disabled, like say you've got 1 acacia plank and 1 oak plank, and you just really want to make whatever you want to make, with substitutions enabled, it'll grab both of those and throw them in there as long as it's generic plank on the requirement. So we want to turn that on. And then now, what's something we're going to need a lot of? Believe it or not, one of the things that you find yourself needing a lot when you get into auto crafting is crafting tables. I don't know why, but for some reason it is. So if we just look up the crafting table over here, click the plus like we wanted to make one, Now we can encode this pattern. And this pattern right here, when you mouse over it, it tells you it's going to make one crafting table with 4 oak planks. There we have it. Now it knows how to make a crafting table. But let's go even simpler. Let's say that you need an oak plank because, sometimes you just need wood, right? And we have oak being grown automatically in one of our compact machines, so we're just going to use oak to make it easy. We're going to go tell this. We're going to click on oak planks. We're going to find the one that uses a plain log or any log right here. And we're going to give it a pattern on how to make oak planks. So now, since we're auto farming our oak and it's just getting fed into our storage system, we should always have the wood we need for any recipe. And when we get all this set up, we're going to have to make some computers and other stuff later. I'm going to quit making these because they're going to fill my inventory. But we can make all this stuff like automatically. It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna toss that stuff that we don't need till later, but I don't want to lose it in the storage system. I'm gonna toss it in here, and then let's keep going. Back to the quest book. So we did our crystal growth chamber, which you guys can see has now finished our stuff. Where did it go? Did it automatically eject it into storage? I bet you it did. Let's see. Resonating. It did. Look at that. It's connected through the storage system, so it just put it right in there. And there is our quest completion for that. And this is the component from Lazier AE2 that we need to get into this stuff, where our lives are going to really start to get easier. So the matter infuser, as I showed you a minute ago, we mouse over it, we do the letter U. It's going to craft a bunch of the stuff we need. We can make alloys in here, skystone. You can make your quartz glass that you need for all your AE2 recipes. You can make the various colors of quartz. We can make a bunch of stuff. So it's going to make our lives easier, and it's needed for getting into the rest of the Lazier AE2 stuff. So let's make it. Do we have everything? Take your bets, take your bets. Oh, nope, we don't. We need a molecular assembler, but we do have everything to make that. And you'll notice when I make something, I just toss it into the storage because then it can pull the components it needs from inside the storage. And that actually is how you keep your inventory from looking like mine, which is an absolute hot mess right now. Let's go back to the pattern provider. And why are those blank patterns not in there? There we go. Okay, we don't need this stuff. Another netherite barrel, chair. Don't need those. Let's put those in there. This was for Tito. Next time Tito gets on, if Tito's out there watching still, this biometric card is for you for the wireless storage. So we can set the security for the storage system, and then you'll be able to access and auto craft and all those goodies. It's going to be fun. You think your tablet on Vault Hunters is nice. Wait until you get into trying AE2. You'll never want to go back to the tablet. All right, we need a matter condenser. Let's see. Do we have all that? Oh, we have everything. Let's go. All right. Ooh, we got an achievement for the matter condenser too. Where was that? All right. And now let's make our... What are we missing? We're missing stuff. We need one more observer and one more fluix pearl. So I can make the fluix pearls easy enough. Let's go ahead and make those. And then an observer. Heyo. All right. Check. What next? Uh-oh. Fluix steel. Okay, cool. Oh, that's simple. We got that. I need channels. Running out of space here. Since Tito's sick, I'm just gonna put it like right above Tito's bed. Yep. Yeah, Tito's not here. Tito didn't see that. Definitely didn't see that. Nope. Not in the chat watching me. All right. What did we need in here? We were gonna make Fluix steel ingot. So we need Fluix crystal, carbonic Fluix dust. What? Okay. Wait, I can make that in the matter infuser. Coal dust, Fluix dust, silicon. Coal dust. That's Fluix dust. How do I get coal dust? Do I crush it with one of my hammers? B. Seriously? No. Okay. How do you get coal dust? In the inscriber. Okay, we can do that. It's here to crawl and just have to crawl into that bed. Yep, totally. And may or may not suffocate in the block when you wake up. All right. Let's feed this in here automatically with our little hopper we set up on stream last week. There we go. Coal dust. Okay, what else do we need? Fluix dust and silicon. I think we have that. So Fluix dust and silicon. Okay. All righty. Oh, they go into the thing blocking Tito's bed. It's better than me jumping up and down on your bed. Just saying. Is that the recipe? Coal dust, Fluix dust, silicon. Maximum capacity currently stored. Are we missing power? Our AE2 system has power, right? It has to have power. It wouldn't be on otherwise. What's going on here? Let's go jump into the void. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It has power on the bottom. So, what is going on here? Are they? Oh, is it order specific? Is this like one of those shaped recipes? I have to have them in the right order. So we need coal on top, Fluix in the middle, and silicon on the bottom. No. Maybe this can't draw power from AE2. That would be dumb, but let's just stick it on power here and see. Now it's showing power. Okay, well, that seems dumb that I have to individually power it. All right, so there's the dust we need, and then that was so that we could make what? I didn't bookmark the recipe. Fluix steel. Okay. So we need Fluix crystals, iron, and that stuff. Okay. Iron. And our steel. Wait, no. What is it? Fluix crystal, these things. We're gonna have to make some more of those, but we can make these super fast with the growth acceleration chamber thingamajiggy. We can actually tell all that to be auto crafted soon too, which will be nice. Let's see. What were we trying to make? Fluix steel, so crystal, flux, and ingots. Okay. Did my machine fall into the void? Did my machine fall into the void? Where did it go? Oh, it's over here. Duh. Wow. Sorry, my blonde showed there for a minute. Or something. Something showed. All right. Fluid steel ingot. Nice. That's our next one. Oh, God. Don't want to pin that. Hey, it was that cold here yesterday or day before. All right. And here are our 3 other automating machines that will make our life super easy. But this is going to be the bugger because we have to make a singularity, which we have to make another matter condenser for. It's gonna take us a minute. How are we doing on time? Because I got told go have your hour. Oh yeah, man, it was brain fart. My brain just quit working. I probably should, drink some water. What's up, D miners? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm just sitting here playing Minecraft, talking to myself. Well, talking to y'all. Sometimes it feels like I'm talking to myself though. Where was I at? Again, I saw people in the chat. Oh, I was bookmarking recipes. Do I have all 3 of them? I do. All right, let's see what of these we can make. I think we're gonna have to make some more of the Fluix, these things, crystals. So I don't have any of the blocks. Okay, how do I make these? I gotta make seeds, or I can make them in the aggregator, which we haven't made yet. So, yeah, we need to make these. So Fluix dust and sand. All right, we got that. We just need the sand. Yeah, it's cold there. We had it here. It was negative 14 the other night, and man, my truck was not happy that morning. I said to myself, I probably should go and plug in the block heater, and then I was like, oh, I'm not going to need to go anywhere. Sure enough, needed to go somewhere, and yeah, she was not happy. But I let her sit there and warm up in the driveway, and everything was fine. It was all fine. All right, let's go throw this crap in water. Is it nighttime? Nope. Okay. Hey Tito, look, I made you a beach. Oh, get in the water. Get in. Wait, I threw in the wrong things. I threw in. Who saw that? Who saw that I threw in the wrong thing and didn't say something? That's what I want to know. What do Fluix seeds come from? Or what do Fluix crystals come from? They come from one of the sieve processes, don't they? Or are these only crafted? Nope, these are only crafted. Okay. Dust and sand. Why are you not doing the thing? Fluix dust. Sand. Do the thing. Do the roar. All right. So maybe I wasn't crazy. Maybe it was just acting up earlier. Did I break the server? Do I need to go look at the logs? Is it like lagging? Doesn't appear to be lagging. I don't feel any lag. Oh, Not even running behind. All right, y'all. I'm losing it. Let's see. Fluix dust. Any kind of sand. Oh, duh. Who saw it? Who saw it? Nobody saw this. I'm not trying to make it in water when I'm just supposed to make it in a crafting table. Nope. Wooly didn't do that. No. Nope. Y'all didn't. Can we not talk about that? I mean, I didn't see it, and you guys didn't catch it either. Sad. Okay, now that we're going to pretend that those events didn't just happen, let's throw these things in here and grow them up. Actually, we need a bunch of those. Let's just make more so that we don't have to be embarrassed like that. Again, stacks. Just let's make lots of stacks. Okay. Maybe I won't have that happen anytime in the near future. Nope. I didn't just stare at something on a live stream. Oh boy. All right. So those are growing. Because we need them for all of this. Ooh, we need all the inscribers. We need 3 of them. Am I gonna have to make one more? Looks like it. Cool. There, Tito, I kind of buried your barrel, but it's still there. But you can just empty it into storage whenever, and then it'll all be there. Maybe I'll empty it in storage for you and leave your wireless storage in here. All right, let's put those up. We need one more inscriber to make this. So, wow, we had everything needed in our inventory to make one of those, sticky pistons and all. That's impressive. All right, crystals, carbonic flux dust, and iron. There's all those flux crystals we made. Oh, is that stuff still in here? Yep. Okay, so we just need more of these. There we go. We're going to need a bunch of that. We're going to need to make more of this stuff too, the flux dust. But we want to get to the auto crafting because the goal is to kind of make as little of this by hand as you have to, and then you teach your storage system to make it all for you because it gets real annoying. But once you get it all done, like as you progress through all these other mods in here, to ultimately try to make your star, your ATM star, you can interface and like you can automate all of the early game pieces for all the other mods in your 82, and it really like picks up the pace, puts a little pep in the video game. All right, let's see. We made those, so now can I make the etcher? Do I have enough? Nope, we need parallel processors. Okay. So we don't have any of those. So that means in our advanced inscriber, we just need the parallel circuit. So, oh, I gotta make the universal press to make those? What? All right, something, I missed something because the quest line didn't cover that. Okay. Or did I miss where it was telling me to make the matter before? Oh, I've made one of these already. Let's make another one. Got lost. A2 is confusing. Bad friends hit the like. What's up, Chump Change? How you doing? I'm just over here embarrassing myself with some AE2 tonight. You know, it's bad. But we're getting through it. We've made things. We've made stuff and junk. Uh, put this one over here. All right, so for that, I got to make the universal press. And for the universal press, I need a singularity. And to get a singularity, it has to consume at least a 64K ME storage component. What? Those are a royal pain. Okay, whatever. Whatever. We'll be able to automate all that later. All right, let's make one of those. Quit the complaining. All right, and you need on there somewhere, I think. Okay. Stored energy, matter condenser. In order to get here, we need this, and then we need this. So 64K ME storage component. Hey. Pottery when? I don't know. I asked her to come hang my stream. No, I'm just kidding. She's doing something with the kids so that I can stream tonight. But Chump, you're gonna have to start, you know, poking at her. I'll tell her you asked. For those that don't know, actually, everybody in here does know, but in case you don't, my wife does pottery and's been hanging out in Discord and turning the camera on. So, trying to talk her into doing it on YouTube. 4Ks, 1Ks. Oh my god, this is the one where I need like 27 of these or something. All right, let's math here, people. We got to get all the way up to a 64K storage component, which means we have to start at 1K. The next use for 1K is the 4Ks. And the 4K takes 3 of the 1Ks per 4K. All right, are you still with me? All right, and then the 4Ks turn into the 16K. And the 16K, you need 3 of those to make one 64K. So whatever it takes to make this, we need 3 of those. So if we need 3 of these, and then we need 3 of these for each of the 3 of these. So that's 9. And then times another 3. So I need 27 1K ME storage components for one 64K. All right, let's do this. Let's see how far we can get on what is in our storage. 27. Can we get to 27? Come on, 27. Oh my gosh, we got to 18. Okay, that's cool. So logic processors, we need more of the. Let's see, do we have logic circuits? Let's look them up. Logic. No, but there's our logic press, and we're going to need gold to press it. And then now we can go into our advanced inscriber, and y'all remember all that mess with the hoppers and everything over there on the other one? These you can just put more in, and they're smart. So you can pipe all your items in later on once we tie this in with, we'll actually tie this in with a interface where the automated crafting will just be able to straight talk to it. It's going to be cool. And it'll be like, hey, he needs 3 of these. And we just tell it the recipe and it'll spit them out automatically. It's going to be neat. You had a cheese and roni sandwich? What, you took like leftover mac and cheese, stuck it between some bread? All right, let's see. Now, the silicon. Silicone, y'all, come on. Whatever, however you say it. Ain't no need to make fun of a guy. All right, so let's clear that out. And then we need some more of these because we need 27 total. So we only needed 9 more, but we made 11 on accident. So when this gets to 6, we're good. And then we'll just let it run out the rest so we have them for the next recipes. We can make acceleration cards for these, as you can see. One of the cool things I like about AE2 is when you start getting into the machine upgrades, when you mouse over these little slots, it'll tell you what you can put in there. There's no guessing, oh, what upgrade do I need for which thing? Nope. This tells you that you can put in 5 acceleration cards. So there's 5 slots. You can only put in 5. And then that makes it super easy. You just look up your component that you're wanting to make. Yep. And then just go right from there. I really like that about AE2. I'm surprised you're awake, Tito. I was expecting you to be sleeping. All right. And then we need some redstone to smash those together with. Because when you're making the circuits, it's the redstone. And then you take your 2 circuits. And so, like I said, the best part about this one being smart, I can just shift click it all right in there. It puts it all in the right slots, and it takes stacks. No need for hoppers. All right, 9 more. 9 more, right? Was that how many more? Yeah, 9 more. We've been wasting time. We should have made sure we have everything else. Now we have everything else. So, what do we need for the next one? Need calculation processors. Do we have those? Do we have those? Oh, yeah, we got 51 of those. Cool. Let's put up our presses. I'm going to make more logics when this is finished. With these, I'm going to throw that gold back in there to make more of these ones. All right, there are our 9. Let's toss them into storage. And we should be able to shift click out. All right, 27. Now, 4Ks. Let's throw all those into storage. Toss all those in there. 16Ks. Yes. Love it when a plan comes together. And 64K. What a pain. Can't wait to automate that. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's our 64K, and that needs to go into our matter condenser right there. And then you're supposed to store energy. I'm guessing you're another one of those machines that doesn't need AE2 power. All right, so matter condenser. Or are you not drawing AE2, or is it not capable of providing? What do we got here? Condense items into singularities. Let's try this over here again. Condense items into singularities. Why are you not processing? Oh god, wrong one. Let's go back in here. What is the one we're trying to do? We're trying to do this one. Oh yeah, universal press. Matter condenser. Do I have to feed it items? I bet you I have to feed it items. What do I have to feed you? Oh, okay. I gotta feed you a lot of something. Can we feed it cobblestone? We can definitely feed it cobblestone. So I'm gonna this is gonna be ugly and dirty, but that's what we're gonna do. Don't judge me. Just getting it done. We're going to just, yep. Right slap through the middle of the base. Pay no attention to this hot mess. We're going to tell you to pull out of there. And we're going to jetpack our way up top here. And it's working. All right, let's put a speed upgrade in here. We should have those. Got pipes. We don't have any speed upgrades. What are they? Upgrade. I don't have any speed upgrades in there. I swear I did. All right, well, let's make one. Upgrade, where are we? Speed upgrade. There we are, right here. Basic pipe upgrades. We need iron nuggets. Let's make a few stacks because you need them all the time for stuff. And then what happened to my storage disks? Oh my goodness. Did it convert the storage disks that were in there? I don't think it can do that, right? It shouldn't have been able to have taken the drives. Where did my drives go? What happened here? Had 64K ME drives. It shouldn't have been able to shuck them. All right, now I'm going to have to watch that back. Did it consume the storage drives in my system? Merry Christmas, D. Thanks for stopping in. Did it kill them? That would suck. I mean, I guess not so horrible, but sort of. What are the empty cases called? Disk? There's no housing disks in there. So if it used the components, the disks would still be behind. None of my other presses are in there anymore. I am genuinely confused. I'm going to relog real quick. Just see what's happening. Now I got to go back and watch the stream back, figure out what happened right there. How are we on time? Oh, that's like about the end of the stream. Well, if my drives aren't here, I'm going to have to deal with that off camera because I'm not real sure what happened. I was making a 64K. I only made one. I only have one 64K in my inventory. If it had like shucked them or something, yeah, my drives are gone. Did they get sucked somewhere? Like, oh my word. I know what happened now. And it's tragic. it sucked when I put this pipe in to feed the cobblestone, and I used the wrench. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. When I used the wrench, yeah, my drives are gone. Do you have a backpack with auto pickup? That might have got him. No, it's not auto pickup. I figured it out. When I use the wrench to change the pipe to not touch this storage controller, when you change pipes, they go through regular connection and then pull and then disconnect it. When it was on pull, it sucked the discs out of the storage drive into the matter condenser to make the singularity I was trying to make. So all of my inventory that was in those storage discs is gone. Just poof into oblivion. You know, stuff happens. I'm not going to quit Minecraft or anything. But, you know, you live, you learn. So I guess off camera, I'm going to be going back through rebuilding all the stuff I had prepped for the rest of AE2. Yeah, that's a big oof, Legend Light. You're right. Definitely is. It's okay, though. I mean, look, in this mod pack, everything's automated. Like, it's all up here. Everything that I used to make all of that, the stuff that was in there, the exception of my probably all the modium, which is now gone. And a few other things that, you know, just isn't replaceable. Yep. Blue Gnome. Uh-huh. Yep. This was me being lazy too. I could have done this cleaner with AE2. So it's my fault. It's definitely my fault. All right. Well, it has been an hour, and I told the wife that I wouldn't stream all night long or anything tonight. So, on the note of having solved what happened to my drives with everything in them, and when I say everything, I do mean everything. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream, and I'm gonna go hang out with the family, eat some dinner. I think they're watching a movie or something. But yeah, we'll catch you all next Friday. Gonna try and get back on track, although next week's New Year's, but maybe Tito will be feeling better. Get Tito in or Blue Gnome in, something like that. We'll figure it out. We'll find somebody to stream with, or, you know, maybe we'll just be back here and you guys can continue to watch me struggle with autocrafting in AE2, where I was almost to where I could make something for you guys, and I sucked my inventory into a matter condenser. Yep, that happened. All right, bye. Catch you all next week.